What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome back to my Elder Kings 2 campaign, The Path to Alaxon. I am your liege lord, the Godless Gamer. This is episode 29. No real need for a preamble today. Don't have to talk a lot. If you saw the last episode, you know what we're up to. We're still continuing our conquest, trying to build the Aldmeri Dominion. Suffice it to say, I did have a lot to manage between the episodes, but I won't go over them because maybe we'll just touch on them as we're playing. One thing I can touch on while we're getting through our spam is I gave my wife that trinket that gives me 25 fertility. I gave that to her instead. I have an empty slot in my inventory that I can fill now. I'm inspiring plenty of inspirations all the time. I'm sure we'll get something to fill this at some point. I do know that I'm stressing out a bit, but I read up, did some research. I got the melancholic trait last episode, and apparently, if I have a mental break while I have that trait, there's a chance that I can get rid of it. So I'm going to try to test it. I'll try not to relieve stress because we want to have a mental break. I know that sounds weird. Like, of course I would choose this option. It's the smartest option, but there's a method to my madness. Did it reduce the control significantly somewhere? Not really. Control is excellent. I'm still managing some of our recent conquests, and we're not quite ready to declare any more wars because I'm still recuperating my forces, and I need 2 more claims. Because I want to take Tenmori, I want to take Cormount, and I want to take Mouthmed. Hectarin, I would have liked to bunch in there with those war declarations, but these 2 counties aren't on my border, and it's just going to take too long to declare to get them. We'll add him to another war that we declare at some other point. So let's at least get these 3. Just got to get 2 more claims and some more troops. Come on, wifey, get pregnant. It's been 21 years since you've gotten pregnant. Here's a nice little chance for me to reconsider whether or not I'm going to hold on to the Palace of the Main, because I just re-inherited it. The only problem is I'm not going to have as much domain to work with while I'm conquering. So while I'm conquering and developing my conquests, I'm going to be over my domain limit the whole time if I hold on to this. Unless I trade something that I already have that's low value. Coincidentally, I actually considered this. I've thought about this. I'm not holding on to the... Oh, I am holding on to this county, but there's no real reason for me to hold on to this, because this is rightfully a part of a duchy that I already created. There's already the Duke of Relenthil. But I've held on to this because I developed it. I poured so much money into it. But I value the Palace of the Main more than I value this county. So what we're going to do is give this away. I'm not going to give it to a family member. I just considered it. But if I give it to a family member, they're just going to lose their land anyway, because the Duke is going to want to conquer them. So I'm just going to put somebody generic here. And we'll grant this vassal. So that's good. That managed my domain a little bit. Now let's manage what we just took. I'm going to have to destroy the duchy title because I can't hold on to it. I currently have the duchy title of Noldoril because when we get the duchy building slot and we get the Burrs innovation, I want to build the royal armory. Not the royal armories, military academies. I want to build that, but it requires me to hold on to this duchy title. Same with this duchy, Palace of Alinor. I have a duchy building here that I'm benefiting from, and I can switch it up with something else if I wanted to. This isn't that bad. I mean, the Arboretum, but it's only one level. You can only have it up to level 1, whereas the academies I can level up multiple times. Or, since I'm building the academies up in Nolteril, maybe instead of building those, I can just build the tax offices. I can upgrade this. And this just gives me straight up holding taxes. And that's like the best part of this. I admit the stress gain minus 30% is pretty good too. I do admit that's pretty good. But we haven't had a lot of stress problems. I'm just going to keep it the way it is. But if I want to hold on to that duchy building and benefit from it, I need to hold on to that duchy title, which means I have to destroy this. So all of the vassals that I'm going to create underneath me, they're not going to be my rightful vassals, but I guess that's not a big deal. We already developed all of these, so I can just give them away. How about we give them to High Elf characters? That was the city, so I gave it to a Khajiit. But I'll give the county to a High Elf. So that manages our domain, and we'll just hold on to this. What's the development like? 15? I'm so busy with my steward developing as I conquer to build the temples faster. But what I could do is upgrade the temples. I'll get some renown from doing that. 150 renown each. So we'll do that. Have that going in the background. I can build farms and fields here. I'm building hospices instead. Okay, let's enjoy holding on to this for a while. Okay, just one more claim, 7 months away, and we'll declare war. Now, I have a family member that I want to land here. They're only going to be a duke. It's not like they're going to be a king or anything, but I have some family members in my court that are taking up space, kind of. So I'm going to land them. One of them is my grandson, or my great-grandson, one of those. What are you doing in here? Get out. This is him right here. He's not landed. He has claims on things. He's already married. He's already had children. All of his children are in my court, so it'll clean them out, and I'll land a family member. So yeah, we're landing him. After we invite him to court. So the timing should be pretty much perfect on this. This should finish around the time this claim is going to finish. Somebody is the champion of a Daedra, which is heretical and makes them a criminal, but she's still my religion. This is the second time this has happened, and I've made the same comment. How can you be a champion of a Daedra, but at the same time be a follower of my religion? This should instantly make you like a heretic or something. But if I ever need to lock her up, I have a reason. I don't need to isolate the capital. Every time the game gives me this kind of notification, like to either isolate my capital or seclude myself, I have to take it seriously. I have to check every time, even if it's not relevant. Because there are no plagues anywhere near here, so I don't have to do this. Why is this... When I hover over the Knaten Flu, why is that highlighting? It's not doing it anymore. That plague still exists. It's still clinging on in elsewhere, but nowhere else. Okay, let's see if this improves my renown a little bit. Giving my son the duchy title. Or my great-grandson. Nope, didn't give me anything. I am getting renown from people who are governors. Even ones that are dukes. So maybe it just needs time to kick in before I start getting renown from them. But that takes care of that. No more things to manage. We can start declaring our wars as soon as this claim is fabricated. We're ready to go. We'll speed up. This county that I was about to declare war on, that only had this, just absorbed this. And I have both claims already. Alright, lucky for us, we already had that claim, so we're still good to go. I might have had to fabricate another one. Alright, so the plan is raise our army up right around here. We'll declare war on these three. I'll leave Hectaron off till later. But I'll have one army come down here, fight this war, and then the other army come up here and fight these two wars. I did not give my son a command. Or directive. And he's not my son, he's my great-grandson. You know what I mean. Double-checking their alliances. None. Nothing too intimidating. We can end this war quickly. Oh my goodness, nudie boy. It's just so obnoxious. I have nudie... Whatever. It's gonna happen every once in a while. Consult the Xarxians. They better choose my favorite son. They did. Again, this is the second time they chose him. Alright, me and the Xarxians, we're on the same page. We understand each other. I think we both want what's best for the Empire, and they understand that that son is our best hope. I said I was going to split my army. Let's do it. I don't think getting another stewardship skill point would improve my domain limit. Getting martial, that's what we're working on. Getting more martial. And it is our lowest one. Let's get the martial skill point. And we're just about to get our next perk. Years ago, during the flu, I had ordered the masses of infected outcasts who sought shelter in the optimal crystal to be killed. The risk of further spread was simply too great. Now, it seems, those stricken have returned. At the time, my realm priest assured me that the refugees were taken care of. Either she was lying or she has proved incompetent. Driven further into the wilderness and their bodies marked by the flu, the stricken have almost gone feral. Before being discovered, the stricken seemingly had planned to poison rivers and block aqueducts to cut off my capital from fresh water, making those very people suffer that had cast them out in the first place, and of course, taking revenge on the person that ordered their execution afterwards. With those plans prevented by a local adventurer, they now make a desperate attempt to besiege my capital. What? Oh. Okay. Or not? Alright, that's actually good, because I don't want to have to fight another war. Just really bad timing. But we lucked out. Alright, come on, guys. You have to catch them. You have to catch them. Gotta catch them all. Okay, let's manage what we can manage. Let's see what's going on here. Everything is currently full, so I can give this away, and the capital is already the castle. So that's simple. I can build another temple here, but I have to wait for the city to finish. I hate when that happens, because it slows me down a bit. But that's okay. Alright, you fight that. You guys are done down here. So come up here. I know I'm making you march a really long way. I probably could have done this more efficiently. But we're fine. Somebody's about to raid me. I'm not going to allow this. I've let it pass several times. Hey, look at that. It's a Dremora. Is that actually what it is? Is that actually who's raiding me? Yeah, Dremora is raiding me. I've let this happen way too many times. And I've let it pass every single time. We're not going to let it pass this time. I'm going to hire some provincial armies. These are the, this is the new provincial army I have access to now that I'm holding on to Oh, wait, did I forget to get rid of the duchy title? I forgot to destroy the duchy title. Okay, so we're back to normal. I was over my duchy limit that whole time, but it's okay. Now we won't get to benefit from that provincial army that I just poured money into. Spend some of my influence that I have saved up, make some use of it. And let's smack down this Jamora who thinks he can invade my lands. As I'm sitting and meditating on the finer points of Ariel, I cannot help but think back when I journeyed to Sapiarchus on a pilgrimage. Alright, some stress relief. Which is working against what I wanted to do and have a mental break to try to get rid of my melancholic trait, but I don't think that's going to work out. The game is helping me too much. It's not allowing me to stress out. Of course he's going to get away, unless you guys move your asses. I'll still make use of the troops I raised up. We'll send them over here. I'm not even telling them to fight. They just got in the way. They just happened to be in my path. Thank you. That was very helpful. Okay, the things that we're developing are starting to complete, right? Yep, this city is done, so I can begin the construction of this temple. I don't need to hold on to this, but I will build those. How about we build some hospices here, too? There it goes. That's the final vestiges. In fact, that's the only plague happening right now in Tamriel, is the last holdout of, the Knahaten flu. I'm gonna use up my house head hook on this son, get the money, and replace it with a strong hook. He's one of my kings, so having a strong hook on him is really valuable. Completely forgot to start fabricating claims again. I've wasted some time. Dune? Did this split away? Oh no, it's under the control of Vine Dusk. I'm not sure why we're at war with them, but it's convenient at least. Let's just go over... Oh, it was invalidated. Never mind. Yeah, they understood that they were about to get smacked. They were just like, oh, never mind, my mistake. Alright, we're gonna be over our domain limit for a little bit. Okay, so that managed us being over our domain limit. We're fine now. But we have a lot to develop. And once this county is done, I have to create this duchy. And my son just died. How did he die? Okay, let's predict the stupid way in how he got died. Who's betting? I don't think he was a drunkard, so he can't have drank himself to death. I actually think he might have gotten murdered. He flagellated himself to death. Oh my god, you dumbass. He was the king of Matheson, or the Duke of Matheson. Did I inherit that now? Or did somebody else inherit it? Did my other son take it? Not the important one, not the one that I want to take over currently, but his older brother took it on. I don't think I have to tell him to... How about you promote my culture? Give him something to do. My son was a way better steward than even the best alternative. But I don't really have much of a choice. We'll hire him as our steward. Look, it's split down the middle as 3 high elves and then 3 non-high elves representing my council. Let's befriend him. We need him to be as efficient as possible because he's fulfilling a really important task for me right now. Speeding up these building projects. So that's another one of my family members dead. Another child. I just lost an architect. People are dying like flies. My wife doesn't have a job? Alright, we'll give her one. She's excellent. Don't need an e-park right now. I did get a comment asking me why I don't fill this slot, and I did respond. The passive gives me governor efficiency, which I'm already at max. And the tasks aren't, like, really, really impressive. If it'll let me hover over it. Control growth, we're doing just fine on control growth. The only task would probably be this one, improving the development. Like, my popular opinion is already really good because I'm a popular figurehead. It's just not a high priority job. I'm not saying the job is not bad or not good or anything. It's just it's one of those jobs that you can fill if you have somebody to fill it. If you want. I just don't need to fill it. And I have to assign a new tax collector because he was doing that for me. How about we give this son that position? I don't care about those of, like, what just happened right there where somebody's blackmailing me. Like, I don't care anymore. I really don't care. Either put your money where your mouth is. I'll just let them have the hook. They can't do anything with them. I could declare the war on Anvil right now. He does have an ally in High Rock, but it's not that scary. I should manage some of the stuff. 40 days until we get rid of that. So we're going to be managing our domain limit as we're fighting. So let's start the war now. There's no reason to hold back or wait. My forces are refreshed. I'm ready to go. Let's raise our troops, like, right here. And the plague is officially gone. It's official. It no longer exists. Alright, so I'm really hoping that all we have to do is take all the counties in the war target and maybe, like, fight one battle. Because I don't want to have to trudge all the way over here and take their capital from them. Smoke hole? Sorry, the name of that county just made me giggle. Okay, let's go. It made me giggle because I'm really, like, 13 inside. I want to stop losing weight. It's been a long time since we became obese, so we'll stop doing that. I know I could have kept it on and it would have helped me have my mental break, but if I lose weight on for too long, I start suffering penalties. If that's all they're sending, we'll be fine. This woman is wounded, and I'm sure I have a bunch of magicka saved up. How about we mend her wounds? Because I'm a nice guy. Where did they go? Did they go for my capital? No, they didn't. I don't know. They're yet to show their faces. We saw... Oh, there they are. There they are. Wow, I give them credit. They're coming straight for us. Are they going to come fight us in a battle? We'll work our way towards fighting a battle, because they don't seem to be moving. So we'll get this conquest, and then we'll jump on them. Because the ruler is commanding, and if we're lucky, we can end it without having to siege this. My army is super fast now. %. See? There we go. We didn't have to take that last piece. Alright, so now we got rid of that ugly blemish, finally. Okay. And that was perfectly timed, because now we're done managing this, and we can take all these on. It says 17, but I'm sure there's some cities that we need to get rid of. Yep. And let me see if I've been getting rid of republics and theocracies as I've been spreading. I've been doing a good job. Okay, let's continue. So, this is a city holding. We need to switch the capital. Here. Give that away. Here. Build the temple. Here. And here. I can build 2 temples here. This is another one of those holdings that I could take on because it's got another special building. Once a great kingdom, once subjugated by the Golden Beast, once bled by the Thracian Plague. Rimon's fortunes have been eclipsed by Ni Quinal until the latter was sacked. The Anaquinian royal family relocating to the Rim fueled the economic power of the city as the royal retinue set itself towards turning the erstwhile march into a new capital. With its monumental spires, finely chiseled statues, and grandiose chambers, the Palace of Rimmon holds glimmers of old Anaquina's splendor. So, long story short, it's a special building. Do I want to hold on to it? It's kind of worth it just for this. But I would have to give something else away. And I do have something else I can give away if I wanted to. I have a doubled up holding in Alinor. I also built this castle because it was on really lucrative terrain. Woodhearth is making me 15 gold. This is making me 14, so this is less valuable to me. It doesn't have as many buildings. It doesn't have a special building slot. We've just poured a lot of money into it already. We'll get rid of that. And then we'll hold on to Rimmon, the Palace of Rimmon. What's going on here? Somebody trying to conquer you? Defending against... This old naked dude is trying to conquer the county from this gorilla man. Or gorilla woman. We'll have to see what happens. If that happens, Elden Root is going to take another county into their realm. I'm just going to raise my men-at-arms. I don't need anything else. That should speed up how quickly they muster. And I'm just going to grab this. Checking to see if there are any uncreated duchies that I have yet to create that I can. I can't. So we'll wait. The next war we're probably going to fight is for whatever we can get from these. Hopefully Dune or Dunai. We can get all of it at once. And then we'll see how much we can get from them. And then we can connect the realm. We can connect the two halves that we're conquering. And I like that we've been conquering in the way that we have been, because we're advancing along two fronts. I have two borders on both sides of this that I can fabricate claims against. So... and we're just... it looks like a vice that's just closing on the lands in Valenwood and the rest of Elsewhere. I need to spend some of this money that I'm saving up. I have so much. It needs to be spent. It's begging to be spent. Want to see how close we are to the Burrs innovation, because then I can build that duchy building 2 years. I'm being told about another plague that's breaking out right here. It might be just me, but do the High Elves sound like they're Muslims? And I'm not making fun of Muslims or anything. That's just what it sounds like. Okay, we can give this away, right? Yes, we can, and we can create another duchy. Or no, we can't, because we don't have the entire duchy. What am I saying? But the person that we put here will be a duke. Do I have any other family members? I might. I have a great-grandson. It'll be fine in the hands of just a regular person. Whatever. Ooh, free renown. Familial reflection. How I wish you were still here. I'm depressed that my daughter died. There were so many more laps to be had and so many more differences to settle, so many more memories to create. House Noldorin is lesser for not having you in it. Write a poem for her, or I could just get the renown. Obviously, I'm choosing the renown. We don't want to create this duchy. Oh, no, yeah, we don't want to create it. Even though there is an empty duchy. See, it's like there are duchy building slots in so many different places, and I can't use them all. I can't have, like, a billion duchy titles. I can't do it. I can't... So we gotta pick and choose which duchy buildings we're gonna build, and I've already decided. We're building the duchy building here in Castle Noldoril, and we're building the duchy building, and we're keeping this one in our capital. So I don't... Yeah, we can usurp that duchy title from somebody else who doesn't deserve it, and then I'll just destroy it. So yes, I'm going to be creating vassals here. They're not my rightful vassals. See? But whatever. Is it just me or has Elden grown a little bit? Have they? Maybe they haven't. I'm just judging visually. And my religion is spreading, and it's completed it spreading down here. So yeah, my vassals are doing their jobs, and they're following their directives. Come on, Wifey, it's been a while since I got you pregnant. Why isn't this thing kicking in? What's my... I would have to make her my mage in order to utilize those. What is my... I don't have any... Calm might be nice to help people reduce stress. Maybe if I ever get into the magical arts lifestyle, I'll start doing that, focusing on that. I don't want that woman to be in here, it's just that when I was looking at her... We can do both. Intrigue challenge, 98%. Yeah, we'll get both benefits. I'm gonna kind of skip through this just to make sure I get to my war sooner, and we keep managing everything. Don't want anything slowing us down. Alright, go ahead and join them. I get a pressed claim on something. This might save me time, maybe. No, I don't need a pressed claim on this because I don't need that in order to make the Aldmeri Dominion, so I don't really need that. I'll take the intrigue lifestyle. I must have prisoners that I didn't manage. They've been in here for 2 years. Sorry, kitty cat. You're kind of cute. Why do I have an army summoned? Did I raise that by mistake? I'm discombobulated. Where are we? What are we doing? Okay, we're right here. Maybe I should just jump on this duchy now before I have to fight somebody else for it. I think it's a little too late. By the time I declare this war, the other person will have won theirs, and then I'm going to be fighting Eldenroot in order to get this. So it's probably just best to wait. Wait for it to happen. Because I don't want to get pulled into I don't want to get pulled into a war against Eldenroot for just a county. It's not worth it. It's not worth my time. I'll declare war on the county on this one when it's all by itself after it gets, after this war is over. More army movement speed. I'll take this one next. A legendary animal sighting? We haven't gotten one of those in a long-ass time. Where is it? It's all the way over here and elsewhere. I would have to travel all the way over here. Not worth it. I mean, maybe it is worth it, but now's not the time. Okay, so we can give this... Oh, no, we already did that, so we can move this. So many things to manage. Doing my best. I'm kind of trying to rush the next war here. I have a bunch of artifacts, but I'm not going to check right now. Burning with righteous fervor, Feanor will not rest until all heathens are defeated. I think this thematically fits us more than Defender. When have I ever defended? Most of my wars have been offensive. There are many tales surrounding Bang Korai and its garrison, the Shield of High Rock, but my recent readings are focused on... Okay, so I'm reading it. I'm not going to read all that. I'm reading something. My character is. Okay, now he's a faithful blade. Give it to a Jeet. They're still fighting war, but now it's completely flipped. Now for some reason she's winning, even though the war score was like at 96 when we last looked at it. Now it's completely flipped. I'm declaring the war. Oh, did I forget something? I did. No, this is done. This is all done. We built the temple, built the city. I'm fighting this war now. Elden Root lost their chance to take it. Now we're going to take it before they can. Capitalize on the fact that they're losing. They have no allies, so I need to do this now. We could just raise our men-at-arms. Somebody's trying to murder my ex-spy master. We just need 3 more claims. Oh no, 4 more claims. And then we can fight Dunay. Or Dunai. And I can grab this one on top of that too, and then just take that piece. Oh, are they getting conquered? I think Vine Dusk is chewing into them. They're taking pieces away that I've already fabricated claims for, so yeah. Vine Dusk is starting to take away pieces of them. Everybody, like, all the fighting is here, man. It's all in Elsewhere in Valenwood. Everybody's competing. Wow, 5,000 men? Is that really all I got? We should be really fast, so we should have no problem catching them. Unfortunately, I don't want to fight them, but... Oh, there they go. I don't have to fight them now. I like how they just moved aside. Very kind of them. Okay, so we grabbed them both. Good. I can build 2 temples here. That's cool. I hope this doesn't mean we're gonna have a truce with this. Oh, we got our next legacy. I was not anticipating this. I just haven't been paying attention. I guess building all the temples has worked out for us. We are getting a legacy. It's pretty late into the episode, but we got it. Allows one additional permanent ritual. Dynasty members may gain a rank 5 magical lifestyle education tree. So our first Dynasty Legacy tree that we've actually gotten all the way to the end. I think the next one I'm going to do is either Erudition or Glory. Maybe Warfare. Improving my men-at-arms and getting some more regiments. Knight effectiveness right at the beginning. Prowess +2. And this is for everybody in my dynasty. We'll figure it out when we figure it out. This is a little annoying that I have to fight these people. I can't do anything because it's being sieged. I can't manage it. We discovered the Burrs innovation, which means I have to choose a new one, and we can start building our military academies. Oh my goodness. Oh, now you decide to invalidate the war. Oh yeah, we have to choose a new innovation. Let's help Arch Saddle finish. I think I might do mangonels next, because we have ballistas, but if we get mangonels, we can improve our siege weapon. Because we do have some. I think I have some... Yeah, there's some in one of my provincial armies. We can switch these up. I don't have any in my personal... Okay, so maybe not. Maybe... Oh crap, you know what I should have done with that small hide? I could have replaced this Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We'll take this down, and then we'll put this renowned boar hide up. So now I can sell that. Okay. A great-grandson? Alright, at least he's in my family, and he's a pretty good steward. Not the greatest, but... There is a plague down here. I think we're gonna end this. I really would have... Did this break up? Another fragmentation. I really wanted to connect the two. You know what? Maybe we will just do it. It's just that I want to end this war. It's taking long for these to end, but I think this siege will end it. Now Dunai or Dune is having an internal struggle. What are you fabricating glains for? She's fabricating glains for this. Get these first. It'll be faster. And even though we're going to be getting a lot of land, we're going to get so much, but it'll be an easy war because we're just fighting one person, as long as they don't have any alliances. And then we can unite the two halves. That's what I want to do. I want to accomplish that before we wrap it up. It's the goal I'm setting for myself. Are we done managing everything? Did we... So that's another temple. We can upgrade it. Unhandled situation. Alright, is the game actually telling me the truth? Yes, it is. I just... I just gave the game a gender. Yes, it is. Thun recovers. Oh, he must have gotten sick. Last claim, and then we're gonna declare war. And end it, and then that's when we will wrap up the episode. Now, as a result of wrapping the episode up after having just taken all of this, we're gonna have a lot to manage, so it will give us time, while we're managing this, to fabricate a bunch of claims. Maybe we can take this, or maybe we can finally fight Elden Root, and take all of this. But every time I want to fight Elden Root, like, a new independent power shows itself and incentivizes me to go after them first before somebody else does. Like, gobble up the pieces as they're created. Like, that's what my mindset has been, and it's been working. Oh, there we go. We became obese again, so gotta go on another diet. Isn't there some magic spell that you can cast on yourself to just lose all your weight? I mean, Christ. My Atronach probably expired, so we'll recast it. And why not? I'll cast Resilience on myself. I accidentally chose the worst version. There we go. Use some of this magic I'm saving. The two sides of my conquest, they need to kiss, and they need to meet and hold hands. Alright, there's the Arch Saddle Fascination. Now we'll do... Oh, we're being exposed to mangonels. That's okay. How about we do military roads? Army movement speed plus 10%. For 171, we're still feeling good. Maybe Quinral is gonna break up. Liberty War? No, they're just trying to reduce their crown authority. Okay, let's declare the war now. That was plenty of time. We're up to almost 25,000 men in our army now. Let's move our flag a little bit closer, and let's get moving. I'll raise all my armies for this. Or just every soldier I can. I pretty much have to stay on lose weight, like, all the time if I don't want to become obese. We're gonna have to find a new court artificer. Until I start having children again, I won't hire a wet nurse. Wow, I just ended it instantly. And I get all of that. There we go. We've connected it. So now that that's happened, look how many things are going to be more efficient to fabricate claims against. Like, basically all of this, I can fabricate claims really quickly. There's a new power here. That's new. I'm over my domain limit by a bit, but that's okay. We'll start fabricating... Oh, I'm still involved in a war. We need to end it. I'll manage all of this between the episodes. I'm sure maybe there are some things that I can settle immediately, like this right here. And there we go, it was invalidated. Okay. Forgive the kind of unceremonious way that I'm gonna end this, but we're at an hour and 24 minutes. Oh, I had to stretch really quickly there because I was like sitting in the same position for like 10 minutes. Alright, lords and ladies, that'll do it for today. I did what I wanted to do, and we did get a bunch of conquest. There were some phases there where I wasn't talking, but I was just in the zone. We've aged quite a bit today. We didn't get our wife pregnant, but we've gotten a few more perks. We did get our next legacy. So we're done with that. We're done with the magical legacy tree. Ooh, and we're like 1/5 of the way to our next one already. But we've connected. The Aldmeri Dominion is officially, like... No longer is it just the isolated Somerset Isles with, like, a piece of Allenwood and, like, an isolated elsewhere. Like, the realm is... I can travel from one side of the realm to the other without touching foreign territory at all. We are so close. And with that... That pretty much guarantees that we're going to finish the Aldmeri Dominion within our lifetime. I see, if anything, we're going to be getting our conquest even faster, and we already have claims for this against Eldenroot. So, the next war we fight against Eldenroot is gonna net us a lot of land if I decide to get all these fabrications done. But the Aldmeri Dominion is right around the corner. I don't see it taking much longer beyond, like, 2 or 3 more episodes, like, honestly. It's just a matter of fabricating claims, and... So much of this is empty. Why is the AI not filling these baronies? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, because I get to benefit from it all, you know, building all the temples, but I just don't understand why the AI doesn't get their shit in order, you know? This is a republic. Oh, this is in my realm, but this is a piece of my realm that needs to be managed. Like, I have to take this Duke's land away in order to get rid of that republic. But not counting that republic. And this theocracy, which I also have to manage at some point. We're doing well. Spreading administration. And our religion. Still the most developed part of the... Wow, we're up to 48 now. Still the most developed part of Tamriel. Control is phenomenal. The Knahaten, or the K flu. Gone. I think this power here in Blackmarsh is growing. It is growing. I'm not used to factions in Blackmarsh uniting. I think every campaign that I've done in Elder Kings, Blackmarsh has stayed divided. House Indoril seems to be getting stronger too. High Rock is kind of stagnating. I mean, they're expanding in some places, but then they lose land in other places. It's kind of a race. Who's gonna form their alliance first? Is High Rock gonna form the Ebonheart Pact before we form the Eldmeri Dominion? I don't think so. No way in hell that's gonna happen. But I really did have fun today. Another good episode, a lot of conquest, and that's what we're trying to do. We do have a lot to manage, so unfortunately, the beginning of the next episode is going to be a while before we start declaring wars, because we have so much to deal with. But we have a lot of renown to look forward to, so that's good. I have a staff here with no modifiers. Get rid of that. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys had fun. By the way, I did want to say thank you to getting the channel up to 2,300 subscribers. We just recently hit that, and I appreciate that. That's all thanks to you. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button. Leave your comments down below as well. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Our next goal is going to be 2,400 subs, so let's try to get there. Hit that subscribe button, leave your likes and comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 30 will be coming at you soon, but until then, have a good one, guys.